I swear upon Almighty God to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Now you'll be familiar with that use of the Bible. And there are two problems with it. First, of course, is people often use it and lie. So it doesn't actually prevent lies. And the second is that very few people know the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth about the Bible. They see the Bible as a source of morality. They see the Ten Commandments as the starting point of human morality. And that applies across all three Abrahamic religions: Christianity, Judaism, and Islam. And the most fundamental of these rules is "Thou shalt not kill." What did Moses, who is the supposed source of the divine law, understand by that commandment? Numbers 31. Moses was angry with the officers of the army, the commanders of thousands and the commanders of hundreds, who had come from service in the war. Moses said to them, "Have you let all the women live? Behold, these and Balaam's advice caused the people of Israel to act treacherously against the Lord in the incident of Peor. And so the plague came upon the congregation of the Lord. Now, therefore, kill every male among the little ones, and kill every woman who has not known man by lying with him, but all the young girls who have not known man by lying with him, keep alive for yourselves." What do you think is meant by this passage? What was going on here? We have, in modern terms, a word for deliberate and cold-blooded killing of a population: genocide. Now think about the young girls kept alive, their families, their parents, brothers, married sisters, younger siblings, all brutally slaughtered. And they had become the property of their families' killers. They were dependent on these killers. Think about adolescent girls you know, your sisters, your daughter, your niece, your granddaughter, selected by older men for their virginity. Think about how they'd feel in that situation. Terrified, vulnerable, lonely, and in a terrible state of grief. And kept as the property of these men. What kind of man was Moses? This wasn't even in the heart of battle. It would not excuse it, but be slightly more understandable. It was a cold, calculated, and callous decision. How could you describe a man who would take a decision like that? What words come to your mind? Can you even think think of words to describe such evil. Moses is seen as the man who handed down God's morality to humanity. Oh, I accept the idea of a flawed prophet. But how can anyone accept a man who in modern terms would be treated as a war criminal, would be hunted down and tried in The Hague for his crimes? If anyone suggested Hitler or Stalin as a source of morality, we'd all reject it. So why do people accept Moses, who was also a war criminal? Now, there are excuses made for Moses. He believed he was doing the work of God. Have you heard that one before? Does it sound familiar? Wasn't that what they said when they bombed the Twin Towers? We are doing Allah's work. Genocide is never okay. The excuse of defending a religion is never mitigation. There are no grounds to accept the excuse of the terrorists who bombed the Twin Towers on 9/11, and there are no grounds to accept the same type of excuse from Moses. If you defend Moses, you have no right to claim the Bible is a moral guide. And the same goes for the Quran or Torah, where he is also accepted as a lawgiver. Morality does not come from these books. It comes from our human ability to recognize and respond to the suffering in others. It comes from an honest willingness to try and reduce harm in the world. To accept the cold-blooded, degenerate and deliberate callous acts of Moses is to deny morality.